Hey guys, this is Mel Milton. Today's video is day one of Paintables 1 week portrait challenge that I'm participating in. They're offering a 1 week free course that you can follow along with. I put the link down below if you're interested, and it's still going on currently at the time of this recording, so if you want, you can jump on board and follow along as well. Alright, so let's get started. So I picked my reference based off of how the warm-cool ratio of this image. I love the little cool highlights on her and the super saturated warm shadows that she has over there by her chin and cheek and along her neck. And so that's what drew me to this picture. I didn't want to really stick so much with the reference. I was just going to stylize it and, but I wanted to really tackle those, like the warmth and the cool. And again, because it was mainly warm, but that pop of cool throughout the image is what really drew me to this one. So that's what I wanted to tackle with painting. Now, the first week, or the first day was, based off of Paintables and David's video was, the construction and breaking down the basic shapes and the drawing and how to measure stuff out. And I didn't do that. I'm terrible. I should have. And I wanted to, and I started it, but my mind kept going to the color. So this is one of those cases where it's do as I say, not as I do. But I mean, it's human, right? I'm probably guilty of going for the dessert before the meal kind of guy, right? And this one, I knew as I got in there and started drawing, I could feel myself pull away from the actual construction as my mind was trying to figure out all those, like I said, those cool highlights and the warm shadows. And so to a certain extent, I was blocking in shapes, the bigger shapes, and going down and going to the smaller ones. But that all went out the window as the way my mind problem solved window. I was tackling those things in tone rather than in shapes, and I debating on whether or not to redo another one and just go to the line and build those basic shapes up. I don't know. I was running behind. I wanted to create a video, and it was a little bit later last night that I had done this, and so things went out the window pretty quick for me. And I liked how this one went, but I also know that there was parts where because I was wanting to skip into the color and jump into that, I wouldn't have done tone. I would have went straight to color. I would have blocked everything out in big chunky colors and then worked my way down. And that's why with the tone, I'm handling it like I would handle color. And so there was a lot of things that I learned out of this, especially, like I said, that thought process. And to me, that's the biggest, what's going on in my mind when I'm tackling an image. What's the purpose of that image? And again, I was trying to fight that purpose in the beginning. It's like, okay, draw it out, which in my mind, I wasn't as excited to draw it out as I was to get to those tones and those colors. And so by doing it in the tone, I satisfied that one part to get to the painting part of it. So I was handling it more like the paint rather than the construction. But I was still constructing it, just more on the tones. So the further along I get on this, the beating myself up because I deviated becomes the issue that I'm dealing with, right? As I'm fumbling through the parts, and then I finally just go for what you know and get to a good spot. So if I can get to the point where I color this up, and that's what I'm debating on now as I'm recording this, as I'm looking at. I didn't really construct it the way that I had planned, and so coloring is probably going to be more tedious because, again, changing something from grayscale to color is not how I would prefer to do things. You know, it's great because, you know, I work out those ideas in tone, but and then working in tone a lot of the times, you know, I think about what the colors are doing, you know, how dark those colors are in the tone. So it's good to do the tone studies. I really enjoy them because, again, it changes the way I think about things and how I think about color, and make sure that things are working tonally before I even tackle color. And so the tone studies have helped me to better understand how colors play, you know, and as fun as colors are, I know if I nail a tone down, it's a little bit more forgiving on the eye using weird colors as long as they fall into those tone ranges. And so I just went that route, you know. And as I'm painting up these tones, I'm also going, crap, you know, am I gonna color this up? Am I gonna do this? And I'm still debating on that because you know, that's a lot of work. And so I haven't decided if I'm gonna take this to color yet, or do I plow through a new one and see where that goes, and then try to be more construction based, you know, and blocking out. Like I said, I was getting into details I shouldn't have got into. I started jumping around, and when I start doing that, I know for myself that I really didn't have a game plan. And my game plan was, as I saw the image, I was like, yeah, I really like those colors. That would be what I want to do. I love those tones within this picture. And so I didn't have it in mind to construct the picture in a way, you know, like with the drawing and then building it up. I was already chomping at the bit to, you know, put the frosting on the cake, right, before the cake was even baked. So that was one, again, as I go through the picture, beating myself up because it's like, you know better than that. But I also know I wanted to have fun during this, and so it was, you know, listening to my mind as I was, you know, jumping around back and forth, and being okay with, okay, you wanted to tackle the color, you know, you wanted to hit those things, so it's okay to be in the tone right now. It's not that serious. You know, it's again, you know, there's happy moments in the picture. Once I started, again, hitting those things that I was like, I really like the highlights of that picture. And when I got to those, you know, my brain was going, there, that's what I wanted to get to. But I also wanted to get to the color. So, you know, there was a lot of frustration throughout this whole image. So, yeah, as I'm watching this, I was, I see some things that I'm like, okay, I should fix that. If I do take it this color, let's see if I can fix it. You know, like fix the things that I thought were off with it, especially like in those tones. And again, could I handle the colors like how I wanted to in my head? Would I be excited about doing, or just start over, you know, and do it again? And sometimes that's the thing that's called for, is starting something over, because once your mind has already gone through something, then you have a better roadmap. So, that could be one way I go on this, just depending on, how crazy my week is, which it's already started. So I don't know where I'm going with it, but we'll see. I plan on doing as much as I can with these things because they're fun. I with the things going on the day, I need as much fun as I can have, and so these are fun. And I figured it gives me a reason to make some videos and decompress and handle my anxiety and just enjoy myself for the drawing and the painting. What it is, what I wanted to set out to do and accomplish. Is one of the reasons why I took on the challenges, because I knew, one, I enjoy portraits, and two, just it gives me a chance to unwind from so much seriousness. And so that's what I battle with throughout these, is just always coming back to, look, it's not that serious. It's enjoy it, laugh, giggle. Oh, you made a mistake. Oh my goodness, that's great. Just take it as it comes. And so the challenge, doing it for a whole week and setting my mind to it, I know if I can just continue in that place of having fun, that I'll grow the way I want to grow and improve and add something more. And so I appreciate you checking this video out with me. Let's see if I color it. If you feel like I should color it, let me know in the comments below. If I should start over, let me know in the comments below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, consider it, and let's see where it goes for the rest of the week. Till then, keep on keeping on.